Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans farm. So last night, well, yesterday afternoon into last night, we finally got some rain. A lot of places in the area got over an inch, almost to 2 inches. We sadly only got like, I think 4/10, but it's still a lot better than nothing. Me and Ben are here in the sweet corn field. It is Tuesday, so yesterday we were closed at the market. We have to get a bunch of tubs picked for the market, and then we also have some orders we're gonna get. So the corn is looking really nice, and now that we got this rain, it should really be coming on. I mean, this variety here, I can't remember what the name was. I think the next variety coming on, Dad said, is called Utopia, and that's going to be a new variety, so we'll see how this turns out. But anyway, this stuff here, Ben, open that ear and show them, is really nice. It's filled out beautiful. We just cannot believe how good it's doing, especially with all this dry weather. That's beautiful. Filled out right to the tip. And it's definitely not overgrown or tough. That's just the size of the ears with that variety. So we just got done. We got 5 tubs there, and then one more tub right here. We're not gonna fill this last one just because we don't have room for it. But now we're gonna head back to the shed and I think head to the field and start picking pickles, cucumbers, and zucchini. Okay, so my mom's just about loaded up. This isn't everything, but it's just about everything. Good variety of tomatoes, onions, eggplant, peppers, potatoes, pickles, watermelon, and then, you know, the corn that we got.
That's the first of our canning tomatoes.
This is the first. Well, we've already been selling some at market, but this is technically the first canning tomatoes. Like, these will be sold specifically for canners out on our table that we have out in front of our market. So now we're picking Lebanese squash. That one was kind of a little bit goofy looking. And these are not meant to get as long, or I mean, they can get almost, if not bigger sometimes, than zucchini. But technically, a lot of people that know what to do with these don't like them any bigger in this size. There is also always a select few of people that, you know, want them huge. There's also some people that want them really small. But this is about as small as we'll pick them, and that's as big as we like to pick them. But like I said, sometimes they just grow more than we expect. Just from going to market though, we know and have a lot of demand for this size right here. That's beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. And now that this new patch of zucchini, cucumbers, and pickles is all coming on, we're really starting to get a lot. I mean, we've only been through 2 plants and we've already got 5, and it looks like to me we're gonna get probably 2 to 4 off of every single plant now, and each time we come we'll probably about double. The plants are looking really nice and healthy, and now that we got this rain, they're gonna really do well.
Yeah.
These, if you've never grown zucchini, you'll know that, or if you have grown zucchini, you'll know that all the plants on the underside have these pickers on them. So kind of like when you're done, if you rubbed up against them a lot, you'll have a big rash up your arm, unless you're careful or wear long sleeves. I think that's just kind of to protect them from like deer and other predators from just eating them right on the plant. They don't want to stick their face in that and get all cut up. Okay, so now we're on the green zucchini. And you can see, can you see that, Ben?
Yeah.
This is exactly what we're looking for. Especially in late season. Everybody wants these for like zucchini bread. And I don't even know what else you do, but I like zucchini bread. We have a couple yellow in there. We really cut back on yellow. We just noticed that we sell a lot more green. And so we just fill the field. We always kind of do the same amount of zucchini, whether it's Gouda, yellow, or green. But instead of doing, you know, an even amount of green, even amount of yellow, we just cut back on the yellow and put more green in. These are actually so big, they're not even fitting in the box. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe to my channel so I can reach out to more people and show them what we do and how we do it. All right, so now we're into pickles. A lot of times, this is the second time now we're picking pickles, but you can see how it's kind of like a shorter stub here. It's a beautiful pickle, but that's just kind of how a lot of the first ones always are. Now the next time, I think they'll all be very normal looking. And we're still getting some normal ones now. It's just that a lot of these ones are shorter, stubbier. But the pickle plants, now that we got some rain, you can see all like the new light green growth coming out. These are gonna really flourish now, along with the zucchini. Probably, and I would say about a week or two, this whole aisleway in the middle will probably just be full of vines, which is good. So we're trying our hardest not to step on any of these ones coming out now onto the path that we walk on. We also try and be as gentle as possible when pulling them out so we don't break the plant off. This one's really in there. Can you get that one down? There we go. Show them your... Now they're very normal, beautiful looking pickles. So I don't know what size your dad's looking for them.
You said about 3 to 4 inches would be good.
So I'm thinking like this one right here.
Yeah. But
that's beautiful.
These ones are kind of fat. You think they'd like get into a jar? You probably get like...
Does he want to stuff the whole pickle in the jar?
Wasn't that how you pickle them? You put them in jars?
Well, some people quarter them, some people cut them in half, some people put the whole thing. It depends on what you want to do.
Maybe he's doing like chips.
Well, ask him like, does he want skinnier or fatter? I mean, as they get bigger, they get fatter. That's just natural. So I mean, if we can get him smaller, if he's only getting like 35 pickles, I think we can get him whatever he needs.
Oh, it's a big one.
Another big one in there. Okay, so we just got done picking everything up here. We didn't get a lot just because we haven't had rain. But like I said before, now that we got this rain, we're noticing a lot that are just borderline, whether it's zucchini, cucumbers, or pickles. So we're thinking next time we're gonna really get a ton, which will be good because everybody's been asking for this stuff. We got one basket here, and then Sammy showed up. We put another basket of pickles in her car. So we got 2 baskets of pickles. They're probably gonna get 1 basket of cucumbers. And then we got 2 boxes of Gouda, and I think like 3 boxes of beautiful zucchini. So really nice little harvest. And next time, like I said, I think it'll probably be at least double what we got, if not triple. Pop up, see if there's any pickles in there, pull them out if you need to.
The flight of the cabbage.
You go over my head. I cannot catch it.
You want me to throw it at your face?
No. That was better. Oh. These are huge. There's a lot here. Jeez.
Okay, so now we're out here to the tomato field. Right now it's Sammy, Ben, and I. We're just getting out here and noticing that they're loaded, especially this section here in front of Ben. There's one there, there. There's 3 there. There's 4 right there, 2 there, 3 or 4 there, and they're all good. The only thing we're a little nervous about was them cracking just from the rain yesterday. We're noticing a little bit of it, but not real bad. Nothing that we can't put in that's not gonna be good. So a lot of these are gonna be for canners, even though they're #1 tomatoes. And then, you know, if we need them for the table, we'll sell them like that as well. So you can see there, Ben's got a nice handful. That was all out of one cluster, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah. All right here.
Yeah. I have right here not even half a basket yet, but I'm pretty sure after I'm done picking this section, I should fill my basket. They come off very nice. Some of them are a little orange yet, but in a day or two, that'll be blood red and ready for canning. Right here's a really nice one. I'm not sure what's going on right there, Ben. Beautiful. This is one of the nicest tomato crops we've had in a couple years, despite, like I said in one of my previous videos, that, you know, there is some dry sections. We want to make sure we get these stems off because they'll just poke into the next tomato underneath of them. And then we also, I'm not 100% sure why, but we always stack them upside down. That's just, you know, how tomatoes are always, you always see them in the grocery store like that. It's kind of like the nice side of them. And then once somebody will buy this basket, we usually have brown paper bags out there. They'll put it take it out of here, put it in the brown paper bag, and they will be ready to go. Some of them are a little smaller, but as long as they're good, I'm putting them in. So we've been out here now for probably about 15-20 minutes, and there's 11 baskets here. Sammy's just finishing up another one. I went down to the plum tomatoes, and it only took me about, I'd probably say 6 or 7 minutes to pick a basket of plum tomatoes. So now they're just coming on. We really can't fit no more back here. We'll have to head back to the shed. But I mean, they're just loaded, beyond loaded. I figured we probably have, if we picked everything that's here, about 200 baskets out in the field ready to go right now. We might end up calling another farmer or two to see if they want to either come pick them or if they want us to pick them for them, just because we'd hate to see these go to waste. We're going to pick as many as we can for our own selves and for our markets, but still we'll never be able to sell enough to, you know, use up what's out here. Sammy and Ben are just finishing another basket. I just called Dad, told him to call the other farmers. He's on the phone right now. Hopefully they're gonna take some because you can just see all these here, in there. I mean, you can almost sit in one spot and pick a full basket. And they're just beautiful. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Probably right here there's 30, at least 30 tomatoes. All right, so we just got finished picking tomatoes. We have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 baskets here. And then Dad got, what, 4 out there? Yeah. So 22. So, and what was it, less than an hour?
Yeah.
Less than an hour, we got 22 baskets. And like I said, there's still a ton more out there. Okay, so to finish off the day, Ben, Sammy, and I are now out here in the corn maze. As you can see, probably since the last time I was out here, the maze has gotten extremely tall. We're thinking it's right around 8 foot in most places. Really happy with how good it's doing just because of how dry it's been for the last month. But luckily this field lays wet, so it was a good choice to put it in this field. And so what we're doing now is we're going through with these machetes, and these paths aren't as tight as the other ones, but you can kind of see how all of these leaves are coming out into the aisleway. And sometimes, like I know even for me and some other people I know, when the leaves touch you, it actually kind of makes you itch, and sometimes they'll give you a rash. So, and that's not for everybody, it's only for a select few, but I don't want any complaints. So we're going through with our machetes and we're just cutting these off. Now I've been doing this for, this is I think the 3rd or 4th time I've been out here now. We're a little over 3/4 of the way through the maze. And so we're hoping to finish it today. And if we don't finish, we'll get real close. And then really that should be it. And all we have to do for the maze cutting, we go up with the machete, like you can see the blades facing up, because corn naturally wants to fall down. And when you actually swing down, and if you don't cut it, you'll actually take and you'll bend the leaf. So we want to just do a nice cut, so we go up with it. Sometimes it shreds it a little more than I would prefer, but it ain't that big a deal. I'd rather shred it more than break it off, so that's what we're doing. Now this one here, I'm gonna cut down just because it's sticking out a little too far, along with this one. Good. Okay, so we just got the corn maze cut. It's completely clear now. Beautiful for walking through. Now, basically, there's nothing else to do for the maze just besides, you know, to let it grow a little more, especially now that we got this rain. So with that being said, I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember it ain't much, but it's honest work.